Hi, Miss Andy from the Alameda Free Library here with you today on another edition of Foodie Friday. Today happens to be the last day of July, which means that it is the last day to record your reading or log your reading on Beanstack for the Summer Reading Challenge. So hop on Beanstack and record the time you've read. If you've already completed level 3, congratulations. Don't forget to fill out the survey that was emailed to you with your completion of level 3 award notification. That survey will let us know the top 3 books that you choose for your prize. Prizes will be distributed later in August, and you can find more information on that on our Children's Activities page or our Summer Reading page on alamedafree.org. So today is Foodie Friday, and I was inspired this week by the book ThankYou, by Mora. This book is all about sharing and giving thanks to those who share with you. Author-illustrator Mora filled the pages with colorful collages so vibrant that you can almost smell Amu stew cooking as you read this touching story about community and caring. The book doesn't include a recipe on purpose. Here's a quote from the author. Like people, every stew has its own personality, and each stew is an experience that is vivid and distinct in its own right. And like a person, you can't write that down. Check this book out. It has a wonderful surprise ending. I won't ruin it for you, but I will tell you it is not all about stew. This book inspired me to make a colorful salad to share with loved ones. Follow along with me today as we make rainbow salad with orange vinaigrette, a tasty salad that kids can make almost all by themselves. And remember that salad is a lot like stew. It can be improvised. So if there's something in the ingredients that you think you may not like or that you're allergic to, replace it with something else. Remember though, the more natural colors in the whole foods that you eat, the more nutrients your body gets. So eat a rainbow. Here's my puppet. Eat a rainbow every day. Let's get started on our salad. I'm going to place this here next to me. All right, so we're going to need a number of ingredients and tools today, and I'm going to start with our tools. I'm going to go ahead and move my camera over just a bit here and point it down so you can see my work surface. There we go. Much better. All right, so our tools that we're going to need today are behind me here. I'm going to move my bowl. Oh, where's my book? All right, so we're going to need a cutting board. Got my heart cutting board down there. We will need one sharp knife. Please use this with adult assistance. We'll need a hand juicer or a citrus press. I'm using a citrus press today. We'll put the fruit inside and squeeze the juice out of the fruit. This is for our dressing. We will need some measuring spoons and a measuring cup, a vegetable peeler, fork and spoon, and a serving bowl. My serving bowl today is full of my ingredients, but I'm actually going to take them out and use them as my serving bowl. Those are the tools we're going to need. Here's the ingredients. The ingredients for the salad, actually I'm going to start with the dressing. The ingredients for the dressing are extra virgin olive oil. We're going to use a half a cup of this. Apple cider vinegar. We will need a jar. This is an 8-ounce jar with a tight-fitting lid. Some salt and pepper. Pepper is, of course, optional, but salt we needed for that dressing, just a little bit. That's our dressing. Our salad ingredients today are very colorful. We're going to start with a mix of lettuces. I found one that has some nice green lettuces and red lettuces, but the reds kind of look purple, so it's great for our rainbow. If you can't find a salad mix that has red lettuce in it like that, you could try some red cabbage. Red cabbage looks very purple to me, even though it's red. Try slicing off, try pulling off a few of the leaves and slicing those up into your salad if you don't have red lettuce. We'll also need a carrot, a pink radish, red and yellow cherry tomatoes, and an avocado. And for our dressing, we will need 1 orange. All right, let's get started. The very first thing to do is start with clean hands. I have already washed my hands, but if you have not already, please wash your hands. So I'm going to put my ingredients right to the side here just so I can get started with my serving bowl. And I'm going to start with the dressing. Oh, my tomato. I'll put you right here on this nice clean surface. I'm going to start with the dressing today. So the dressing is going to be made in this jar. Open up my jar. It's a nice clean jar. And I will need a 1/2 cup of olive oil. I'm going to measure 1/2 cup into my measuring cup here. 1/2 cup of olive oil, and that's going to go right in my jar. Alright, I'm going to set that aside. I will also need 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Right there in my jar. Spoon aside. Now we need the juice of 1 orange. I have cut my orange in half. You will use your cutting surface to carefully cut your orange in half. If you're using a juicer, a hand juicer, it's like a little bowl that has a spike in the middle where you twist the fruit on top. I'm going to be using my citrus press, and I like my citrus press because my fruit fits right in the middle. If it's a little big, or if I'm not getting enough juice, I can always cut it and squeeze it from a 1/4 instead of a 1/2, but I'm going to try for a 1/2, and I'm going to squeeze it into a container here so it doesn't go everywhere. And I just press. There we go, until the juice comes out. Keep going there. And I'll probably get a lot more juice out of that if I cut it, so I'll cut it again. Let's try it in 1/4s. Press down. Carefully use my knife and keep my fingers away from the edges. Put that right back in my press and over my juicer and squeeze again. There we go. Now I got some good juice in there. Do that with the rest. Squeeze it all down. Do that with the other 1/2 of my orange. And then I will put the juice right into my jar with the rest of my ingredients. Put the other 1/2 of my orange in there so I have some nice tasty dressing. Should use my container. Press. Put it in. If you'd like to also add lemon to your dressing or lime, it'll give it a little extra tang if you like things a little bit more on the tart side rather than on the sweet side. Oranges are very sweet right now, so this is going to be a nice sweet dressing for our rainbow salad. I'm going to put all those things aside because I am done with my citrus press now. I've got my juice, my olive oil, and my apple cider vinegar in the jar. I need a little bit of salt. I do not want too much. This is a 1/4 teaspoon. I am not filling it. I'm going to fill that about halfway. So that's going to give me about 1/8 of a teaspoon. Not totally full, only about halfway full, and I'm going to put that right in. I personally don't like a lot of pepper, so I'm going to give it just a little bit, two twists of my pepper there. I'm going to put the top of the jar on. I'm going to give it a shake. This is why I like making dressing in a jar. A shake there. There we go. Our dressing is ready. When we're ready to spread it on our salad, we will shake it again, but that's all we need to do. We're going to set that right aside and get started on our salad. Alrighty, so we're going to start with the salad greens. I have mine here in a salad spinner. If you've ever helped to make salad before, using a salad spinner is really fun. I have rinsed them, but I have not spun them yet, so I'll go ahead and put the top of my spinner on. Sometimes it's finicky. There we go. And I'll give it a good spin to get almost all the water off. A little water on our lettuce is actually pretty good. It helps the dressing stick to the lettuce. And there we go. I've got all the water in the bottom of my salad spinner and my nicely cleaned greens going into my salad serving bowl. There's the base of our salad. Now comes the fun part. We need our cherry tomatoes. Here's where we need the knife. We're going to carefully cut them in half and place them in our bowl. I have some pre-cut that I will put in there in a moment. We need our carrot, and this is where we need the vegetable peeler. I like to remove the skins first. They can sometimes be a little bitter. They're clean. I've already washed this carrot, and I hope you noticed the unusual shape of this carrot. It's pretty cool. But I don't like to have the outer skin. To me, it doesn't have the most pleasant taste. However, it does hold a lot of nutrients. So especially when you're cooking with carrots, try to keep those skins on. All right, I've removed the skin parts, and now I'm gonna start shredding up my carrot to put right in my salad with my vegetable peeler. And all I do is just make nice long ribbons with my vegetable peeler. I'm gonna place those right on top of my salad. I can do the whole carrot. When I get down to the middle, it gets a little hard to use the peeler, so I can save that part of the carrot to just eat it on its own. I put the rest of my pre-cut carrot ribbons on my salad right on top. There they are. Ooh, getting a good rainbow started here. I've got some red, I've got some orange, I've got some purple. These are the rest of my tomatoes that I've cut in half, and as you can see, I have a nice colorful mix. They're gonna go right on my salad there. We need some radish. If your pink radishes are tiny, you might like to just cut the top and the bottom and leave them whole, or cut them in half. But I think radishes are very pretty when they are sliced up. So I have sliced my radishes here, nice and thin. If you are using this knife on your own, don't worry about the thinness. Be more concerned about being careful to not get your fingers in there. We can slice nice and thin like that on our radishes and put them in there. It's starting to look very colorful. We need more green, however. So here is my avocado. To slice an avocado, you carefully take the sharp knife. If it's a very ripe avocado, you can even do this with a butter knife. Cut it right in half, open it up and twist, and then you'll have one side with a pit and one side without. I'm not going to bother taking out the pit today. I'm going to save this half with the pit. If we keep the pit in it, it will not turn the fruit inside brown.